Hello everyone and welcome to another What I Think review, and today I'm going to be doing a bit of a retro review because I'm reviewing a piece of merchandise that came out about 10 years ago. This was released in 2010. It is a 13-inch remote control Paradigm Dalek. Now I always meant to pick one of these up but I never got round to it, and they are quite difficult to find second hand with all the parts intact without buying one that's still in its box. However, I managed to get this one on eBay. It's got a few small scuffs and things, and the remote control antenna is broken but still works. But it does all still function. I've had it tested, and it's absolutely brilliant because I really do love it. And I have to say, like many, I was never sold on the Paradigm Daleks when they first came out, but after seeing them as an officer class, in their sort of slightly more metallic look in Asylum of the Daleks, I think they looked brilliantly. And looking at this now, it is a fantastic Dalek design. So I'm going to stick my neck out here and I think it would be nice to see them back at some point, because they are very good. It's a very good design once you've gotten used to it, but that's just my opinion. But that does not detract from the awesomeness of this remote control Dalek. So as I said, this is 13 inches. So it's slightly taller than the 12-inch Daleks, obviously. I don't have any of the 12-inch new series Daleks, mainly because I've got so many of the 18-inch ones. But I would have loved to have seen an 18-inch Paradigm Dalek, but obviously never happened. So getting a 12-inch one, as well as the 5-inch ones I've got, is something that I wanted. I got it in this colour because I might, at some point, give it a repaint into a dark metallic. But for now, I'm just very pleased to have it. So at the moment, it is in Try Me mode. So we have here the button which says its phrases. So the eye lights up, the ears, I always call them ears, eyes, whatever you want to call them, light up. So I'm just going to turn that light off so you can get a better look of it all lighting up. So here we go. So the speaker's a little bit crackly. That was exterminate. Scan reveals nothing. We are the supreme beings. I obey. Obey the Daleks. You must be exterminated. Seek, locate, annihilate. You are an enemy of the Daleks. It's a bit of a weird pronunciation. Halt. I beg your pardon. Halt, or you will be exterminated. Multiple spectrum scanning now engaged. And then back to exterminate. So that is the Try Me mode. The eye light, I don't know how well this comes up on camera, but the eye is brilliant, the lighting up of it, because the actual yellow part inside is also slightly transparent, and it's got the blue line across the middle. So when the eye lights up, it's really, really well done. It's very difficult to capture that on camera. I hope it came up. What I might try and do is try and get a picture of it lit up that I will then put up on screen so you can see here. But obviously, we want to have a look at the remote control features of it. So turn it on to on. So when it's on, the eye light stays on. I believe this button still works. No, it doesn't. I did not know that works. So then we've got the remote control. The remote control's fairly simple. So you turn it on by pressing the button at the top. So the central button is exterminate. And then basically, I won't go through them all, but basically each of these buttons does two. If you press it once, it does one phrase. If you press it again, it does another phrase. So each of these does two of the phrases you've just heard. So the actual movement of it will go backwards. Although this one, I have to say, does go backwards at a slight angle. Obviously, then also moves forwards, left, or right. I'm doing it the other way. And then left and right that way. And then, so I'm going to have to lift it so it's slightly off the ground. What it also then does is when it's moving forwards and backwards, the eye and the head also move. Oh, why is it sticking? No, doesn't want to do that. Okay, that's odd. It wasn't doing that a moment ago. Give me a second. Alright, we're back. I don't know quite what happened there. This thing is, to be fair, it is 10 years old, so it is a bit temperamental, but let's give it a go again now. So, there you go. The only issue I have with the eye doing this, I'll stop before I start talking. The only issue I have with the eye doing this is I like it. You know, it looks nice posed as that, but at the same time, I like it to have the head fully faced forward, but then to have the eye pointing straight out. So that's the one thing I'm not really a fan of with these 12 and 13-inch Daleks, is when the eye goes into the centre, it points up. Which is, you know, I can understand why they did that the way they did it. You know, and it's nice to have that extra feature. You know, I shouldn't detract from the fact that it's nice to have a moving eye stalk, but I think it would have been nice to have the eye stalk free posing like the arms, because you probably still could have done that and still had it wired in. But you know, yeah, it's not, you know, it doesn't detract as a whole from the whole thing. It certainly still makes for a very nice looking piece. Just to give you an all-round view of it, obviously it's got the hump side on the back of it, the larger hump that it didn't have on the later versions. But again, you know, I really do. The more I look at it, especially from the front, I have to say, the more I look at the Paradigm Daleks, the more I really do like the design. It really has grown on me in the last sort of 10 years, and it's certainly a nice one. And even if you're not a huge fan of the Paradigm Daleks on the series, as a piece of merchandise, if you ever come across one of these in a charity shop, even non-working, but if it's got all the parts with it, it makes for a fantastic display piece. It really does look absolutely brilliant. It really does sort of, you know, stand out on a shelf. And obviously, I know they did, I think they did this one, they did the red drone, they did the white Supreme, and the yellow Eternal, I believe. I don't think they did the blue and the orange in a 13-inch. I could be wrong on that, but I don't believe they did. But even then, it's just a fantastic display piece to have, and I really do like the look of it. So yes, that brings to a close another retro review, what I think review. As always, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, favorite, subscribe, share, it really helps me out a lot. Be sure to go to the description below for a link to my Patreon. I'm doing my very first figure animation and you can get involved. There's exclusive content and rewards for those who do so, and funding my Patreon in any way gets your name at the end of my videos. I salute you all, and I will see you with another video very soon.